Congratulations! You have found WrestleShoot, hosted by the Wild Thing Rob Wilds and the ladies' man Chris Casanova. Combined, we have 40 years of wrestling experience, and we're here to share those experiences, stories, and knowledge with you over the podcast airwaves. We'll be joined by friends of ours from time to time to share their stories and experiences with you as well. So climb aboard the crazy train we call WrestleShoot. We know how to do it, and we do it real well. Ooh, I love that damn song. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of WrestleShoot. And as you can see, the normally lovely and talented Chris Casanova is usually sitting right beside me, but that dirty son of a bitch thought it was okay for him to go on vacation. But have no fear, because I brought in our new homie, Carnage Prez, to rock the mic with us. But before we get started, Mr. Perez, I have a special message I want to send out to Chris. So here it is.
Yo, Muck Sticky Baby. This is for anybody who needs to tell somebody to fuck off. Well, hi, go fuck yourself. Suck a bag of dicks. Eat a big old pile of shit. Wash it down with camel piss, you stupid bitch. Lick my tits, polish on my naughty bits. Kiss my fanny, tell your granny she got shitty grandkids. Pull my finger, smell my butt. Sit and spin, buttercup. Tell your mama and your daddy they can lick my fucking nuts. Cuddle up to my balls, then wash my dirty drawers. I have fucking had enough, so I'm telling you to go fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Wow, that was pretty good, man. I like that.
I love you, Chris, but I hate you at the same time. So what's going on, brother? I think
Not
that
much,
we need
bro.
to jump. I think we need to jump right off and get into the topic I want to talk about, HomoCon. Is that right? Did I say it right this time?
No.
What?
Yeah, HomoCon, MomoCon. Man, it was the 26th or the 29th of May, Atlanta, Georgia. It was, to say the least, an experience, brother. Oh my God, dude! It was with all the trouble I had at the hotel for the 4 days that I was there, was absolutely unbelievable. To me, actually seeing someone shitting right on the sidewalk while I was there one day.
Wait. You can't just graze by that. Let's just focus on this for a second. You saw somebody doing what?
Yeah, there was a little convenience store, like maybe a half a block from my hotel. And so I walk out of my hotel, I'm walking down the street here, like a few thousand feet, like a half a block. All of a sudden, this guy just stops, pulls down his pants, shits right on the sidewalk. And the guy that ran the store runs out, yelling at him, telling him, get the hell out of here, get the hell out of here. He had a hose and was like hosing the dude down. And then he had to hose all the shit off the street and everything. And so, yeah, it was needless to say, I turned around and went the other way because there was another convenience store in the other block.
And this was in Hotlanta, not New York?
No, man, this was right in Hotlanta at like 8 o'clock in the morning, bro. Sun was shining. Yeah, it was, it was just crazy, dude. So between that and
this was in the daytime?
Yeah, it was like in the morning, dude. I was running over to get something to drink in the morning before I went to HomoCon, and it was like 8 o'clock in the morning.
See, you just telling that story, automatically my brain went to, it's the dead of night. You're wandering to a convenience store because you were maybe a little liquored up, and no, first thing in the morning, you wake up, saw somebody take their morning shit right in front of you.
Sure thing, man. Sure thing. Probably more than a few thousand feet away, bro. Yeah. Yeah, that was a hot mess, dude.
All right, so that was the first great HomoCon story. Continue, please.
Yeah, okay. Well, besides that, then I had my hotel room. The toilet wouldn't work, They didn't clean my room for a day, and then I had a gentleman. Well, I use that term loosely. That was working the front desk that had green nails, probably 4 inches long. That actually almost got in my face because I complained the toilet wasn't working. So
Okay.
needless to say, the next morning I had the front desk person call the regional manager, who I spoke to, and I said, this person better not be here when I get back this afternoon, because if he gets in my face this time, I'm just going to knock him right the fuck out. Because I'm just uncalled for, man, unprofessional, just ridiculous. So the regional manager said, "Don't worry, we're going to take care of it." And so when I left 2 days later, I heard that they fired him. So I got a little out of it. They gave me a brand new room, and but overall, back to HomoCon.
Well, hang on, real quick. Let me send out a salute to the front desk gentleman who no longer has a job.
Right. Oh.
Yeah, Chris got that one downloaded on here specifically to play for me, but you're not here, Chris. Fuck you, Mr.
That's right, man.
Going some bitch.
And it's perfect for what we were talking about. But but HomoCon itself, fans were great. I mean, we did 2 shows a day, and we probably had, I want to say, at least 100 or so people at every show. So I mean, it wasn't too bad. We had Kane there, we had Mr. Hughes, we had Sergeant Slaughter, Nikita Koloff were all there. The crowd was hot.
So you had a locker room full of pretty solid dudes, because I know Sarge, I know Nikita, I've met Kane and Hughes, so that's cool.
Yeah, we had a group that was running all the booking and everything called Legion, out of Texas. A couple of great guys. I think they were. They've been around at the power plant. They've been around for 20 plus years and stuff. They're a great couple of guys. And so the locker room was very professional. A lot of the guys were told, if you slap your leg, you're going to be fired. We're going to come out there and beat your ass. So I like that. Very old school.
I'd have slapped my leg twice and said, "Come get it, motherfucker. Don't tell me how to work."
Oh no, dude! It was funny because this one kid that showed up, I don't know where he came from, but he wrestled the Legion, of course, and who's like the booker, and he's like 300.
We know who went over there.
He's like 300 pounds, dude. He's like, they look like the Road Warriors. They got the face paint, the spikes, and all that stuff. I mean, and so this kid wouldn't sell. The kid wouldn't sell for him during the match, and all of a sudden, I'm sitting at the table. I was watching the match, sitting at the gimmick table. All of a sudden, the dude, once they got done with the match, a dude comes out and starts taking off. I mean, almost literally running with his bag, with his gear on, and he's running. I'm like, what the hell's going on? All of a sudden, here comes Legion out from behind the curtain, almost chasing this guy. And the other 3 other dudes had to hold him back. They said, what the hell's going on? I'm going to beat that dude's ass, that non-selling piece of shit. And, oh, my God, dude, it was pretty crazy. But no, I had 3 matches, 4 days. I was in a tag match. I was in a singles match and then a squash match. My singles match was against a 7-foot adult. His name is Austin Towers. Great kid. And loved working him. Hope to work him again. We had some title changes. I want to give a shout out to my girl. Let me make sure I get this right. Vicky Dreamboat is her name. She won the Stranglehold women's title. She's had some AEW dark matches. Look her up. Great gal.
Hey, Carnage, hold on a second. Do you feel that? It feels like something's about to happen. Do you feel it? It's in the air.
I feel something.
What is going to happen?
Oh, what's up, boy?
Holy
man.
shit, it's Chris Casanova! Haven't seen
Coming out
that
of
guy
nowhere.
in years. Yeah, came out of nowhere. He did a run in.
Where's Carnage? I got to give him a little hook here. There you go.
You want to give Carnage a hook?
I don't know. Anyways, what's going on, guys?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Good, good. I figured just pop in real quick. I'm on the road. Well, I just got here actually, hanging with some family, trying to hide from everyone right now. So, yeah.
I don't know, Chris. All I'm saying is, old Carnage. I'm not saying that he's filling your seat, but I'm not saying that he's not. That's all I'm saying.
You know, he's done a great job the last few times he's been on there, man. I have to be honest. So, yeah.
Hey,
Damn it.
the seat's comfortable, bro, but it's got your name on it. So, I'm only sitting in it temporarily.
Fuck that. Tell him this is my seat now.
All right, screw you, man. This is my chair. Get the hell out, jabroni.
So, okay, Chris, actually, I'm glad
Hold
you're
on.
here with Carnage because I want you to be witness. Carnage, I got a question for you, and it's a serious question. Why do you think that Paul Roma's a pussy and won't face me? Why do you think that?
I think he's a scared ass bitch, is what I think.
Amen. Chris, thoughts?
Okay,
Comment?
well, I think he's scared. However, I
He
think
should
if
be.
you two squared up with each other, he could give you a run for your money.
I think that I would make Paul Roma as much a memory of the 80s as he actually fucking is. Fuck you, Roma.
That's right.
You got
And that's all I got to say
powers,
about
man.
that.
What's that?
That's all I got to say about that.
Well,
Fuck
okay.
you, Paul. Fuck you, Paul. There it is, right there. There it is. Sit and spin, Buttercup.
That's it. Bitch.
Oh, man.
All right, Chris, I got to ask you now. We're going to get back to Carnage talking about HomoCon in a moment. But on a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome was Graceland?
It was awesome, man. Fucking
Come
awesome.
on, give me a number. 1 to 10.
I'd say about 9.
9.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
It was fucking cool, man. Just the old school stuff he had up everywhere. I mean, gosh, he even had a freaking plane in the front of the house, man. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like a jet, man. I never knew that, but yeah, it was fucking cool, and it actually wasn't in the best side of town. It's pretty rough over there, man. Like where Graceland is.
All right, so you didn't follow the ghost of Elvis up Union Avenue?
No, not at all. Not at all. But
I got 1 million of them today, cocksucker.
No, it was cool though. I mean, I definitely want to check it out. I didn't have enough time to stay there and enjoy the whole experience, but what I saw was pretty fucking awesome. So,
Did you get to get up to Elvis's tomb?
I did, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Take a picture.
I did it, man. I've had some problems with my phone lately. It's been acting fucked up, so I gotta get it fixed. But anyhow,
I hate
think
you on every possible level right now.
like from 1 to 10, like where you hate level, where's that at?
37.5. Okay, 37.
That's high, man.
Oh, now you're smiling. Now you brought me down to a 20. Oh, look at that pretty smile.
Wow.
So anyway, brother, since you're here hanging out with us, old Carnage was telling us about his HomoCon experience. So far, we have covered that at the show was Kane, Sarge, Nikita, and Mr. Hughes. And he got to witness a homeless guy taking a big Cleveland steamer on a sidewalk out front of a convenience store at 8 a.m.
Damn.
So that was his Atlanta experience so far. I think you're telling us about your new lady friend who won some belt.
Oh, yeah. Vicky Dreamboat is her name. She's a wrestler. She's had some AEW dark matches.
Okay.
And she was at the show. She won the Stranglehold Women's Championship. Real proud of her. And so, yeah, so she's a good worker. And a lot of great workers we had on the show. I've never met any of them. And but they were top to bottom. Had a lot of good matches. So yeah, it was pretty good. We had some good crowds, and I just think it could have been a lot better. But that's not my problem.
All right,
That's
so
the
you
promoters.
had good workers. Yeah, good workers. Yeah. It's a good thing I didn't show up after all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was waiting for you guys to show up. I could have got you in, man.
Yeah. It was a long, difficult journey, brother.
Yeah.
But next time, one of these days, you're going to be out in Tampa wrestling, I'm sure, one of these days.
Well, yeah, somebody actually just hit me up the other day. I don't remember who he was, but he asked me if I'd want to come to Florida to wrestle. So I'm just waiting to hear back, man. So we'll see what happens.
Well, Florida's a good market, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's because this is where we all come to die. We come to Florida to die.
Well, I know where he was talking about was somewhere because I'm in near New Orleans. So what he was talking about in Florida is only about 2-3 hours away. So it's got to be on your side of the state. So
yeah,
might be it, brother.
And you're where now? Where
I'm in New Orleans.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, nice, man.
Yeah.
I know it's too bad we didn't yet know you when we were out there raising all kinds of hell in New Orleans last year.
Yeah.
All kinds of hell.
Yeah, I just moved here in February, so
okay.
But yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it. I don't like the heat, man. It's hot, man. It's hot in Satan's nutsack and a jockstrap. I mean, it's just too hot.
See, you cut me off. I was gonna say, how hot is it? It's
Damn hot,
it's hotter than Chris Casanova stripping at the male all-gay club.
Oh.
God, I fucked that one up. Hold on, can I try that one again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I tell you, it's hot. It's hotter than Chris Casanova stripping at the gay club.
It was good, but it could have been better if you got it right the first time.
Yeah.
Well, no shit. Fuck you, Mr. Chevy Chase on vacation. Holiday Road.
That's right, man. Fucking Griswold, man. Clark Griswold.
Chris Griswold.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
I played the "Fuck You" song in your honor, and then also in your honor, we played the "You're Gay" clip for the guy who was pissing him off out there in Hotlanta.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's been a Casanova heavy episode, even when you weren't here.
That's great, man. Shit.
So let's get back into HomoCon, because I just love saying it. I can't wait till next year so I can say it again and be there this time and say it on the stick.
Like,
yeah, I don't know if it's going to be there again next year, bro.
Thanks for
I
shitting
think
all over
it's
my
one
dreams.
and done.
Yeah. It's like,
it's just like it was just bad, dude. It was just a bad. I mean, I wasn't from a promoter standpoint. It really sucked a bag of dicks because it was they had them all. We were all the way in the back of the wherever you could be, because there was like 2 levels. They had one main level where everybody was coming in. They had all the seminar things and stuff, and then you go down. And that's where they had like all the gaming and everything. And then we were like way, way, way in the back. And unless you happen to be in that area, you weren't knowing about it. So I mean, it was a pretty bad spot. But like I said, we had great hot crowds every show, and overall from a fan standpoint, it was great. I met a lot of new people and a lot of new fans and stuff. Met a lot of new wrestlers. Hopefully I could bring him into some of the promotions I work with. And so overall it wasn't too bad. I mean, it could have been a lot better, but hey, I'll take the L on that one because it was more chalked up to experience. So plus there wasn't even no damn free parking. We had to pay. It was like $30 a day to park every day. It was unbelievable, dude.
Fuck
crazy.
That.
So what, did they shuttle you in, or how'd they work that?
No, man, you got to find your own spot. Then you got to walk through the whole place to get to where you got to go. You got to carry all your shit in.
Oh, that sounds.
And
awesome, man.
After the first, I had one of those big 4-foot totes I was carrying in the first day. After that, I put everything in like a backpack. I'm like, hell with that, man. So I put everything on my gimmick bag with wheels, and that was it. Whatever I could fit on it was going. If not, it ain't going, man. So yeah, it was a lot of walking to do, man.
Yeah.
How's
guys?
How's
I got to
Nikita?
jump, guys.
All right, thanks for the run-in,
All
brother.
right, brother. Good seeing you.
Hey, you too, brother. Talk to you later.
Get out, yeah. Leave. I'm John Connor. Get out of here. So let me ask you this: how'd Nikita look? Because last time I saw him, he was not looking healthy. Is he looking better?
He actually looked pretty good. I mean, he had a bit of a limp. So I only saw him walk a couple of times, but no, I mean, he wasn't, he looked pretty good though. He looked like in good health. And, like I said, other than a small limp, he was okay. Sarge was great. Mr. Hughes was awesome. Kane was cool. So, as far as that standpoint, there were a bunch of good guys.
Nice. Yeah, last time I saw Nikita, you said he tried to charge you $40 for an 8x10, right?
It was something like that. Yeah, I'm like, come on, bro. I'm sitting right next to you. Really?
Last time I saw Nikita, he was standing there when I pissed DiBiase off, like bad. Like he was heated. And I said, I don't even remember what it was. I said something off the cuff and smart assy at him. And, when you remember when you were a young wrestler, full of piss and vinegar, and I don't give a shit. I'll fight anybody to make my name.
Yep.
DiBiase got heated at me. I told him to go eat a dick. Nikita kind of broke it off. So when they go out to their autograph table, I decided to go put on my streets and go stand in line at DiBiase's line. And I walked up to him and said, "Still mad at me?" He just shook his head and looked right away from me. Looked at Nikita and said, "Come on, dude, give me a photo." He's like, "All right, here you go, Rob. get out of here before you start any more shit."
Oh, goodness gracious.
Cool guy. DiBiase's, I was going to say he's a cool guy, but he's not. DiBiase's a dick.
I met him one time. He seemed pretty nice. So, I mean,
That was, and he might have disliked me because I made fun of the very tour that he hired me to wrestle on. I made fun of it, taking Honky Tonk Man's line for, remember his Christian thing he was doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I called it the Old Brothers Tour. I was like, and it sucks to be an old brother because you got to get baptized to get that payday. That's kind of fucked up, right? He's like, "That's no funny, Rob." But it's fucking everybody's laughing but you, so it's funny.
Oh, goodness.
And then he wanted me to do this thing where I worked with Valentine in their little main. And before the show, he goes, "Okay, Rob, here's what's going to happen. You guys are going to get close to the end of your match, okay? And then we're going to have these kids from the church. They're going to be dressed in like, white cloaks. And they're going to wear white ghost makeup. And they're going to come into the ring. And there's going to be a spotlight on you. And they're going to wrap you with chains. And then you're going to testify to how you broke free of the chains with the help of God." And I just stared. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a minister. A lot of people don't know that. I'm actually a minister. But I said, I'm not doing that, Ted. He said, "What? Dude, I'll go out there. I'll work Greg. I'll put Greg over like $10 million. And at the end of it, I'll take a straight powder. You put the light on Greg and wrap Greg in the chains and shit. And we'll go from there. But I'm not doing that." Why wouldn't you do that? Because it's not genuine, dude. You disingenuous cunt. You're trying to get money from all these people for something I don't even believe that you believe. Oh, yeah. That was the beginning of the end of me and Ted's relationship. So he's like, "All right, Greg, are you cool with that?" Greg's like, "Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Keep me on the tour." I was like, "Yeah, I'll go home. It's all right."
So I guess you're not getting booked by him anytime soon, huh?
Who, Ted? Yeah. He calls me all the time. "Hey, brother, I'm $1 million. I'm going to go to prison, I think."
Oh, man.
Jesus, why do I come on this pod? I'm trying to build this podcast popularity. So why do I come on week after week and actively shit on some of the most popular wrestlers of all time?
I don't know, man. It's part of your gimmick. I don't know.
Because I am a stupid ass glutton for punishment. It's not just a gimmick, brother. It's a lifestyle.
That's right. Hey, let me ask you, man, how's Florida, bro?
Oh, God, dude, it's wonderful. I mean, it was a hard journey to get here. I got here and immediately picked up like a high-paying new job and just like everything is going well. I just haven't found an actual place to live besides a motel yet. But I'm minutes from the beach. I'm going to start calling Clearwater Hulk water because, Hulk's slowly but surely taking over Clearwater.
Yeah, have you seen him yet?
No, not yet. But I missed him by like minutes, not too long ago. I took Mom down. She's like, "I want to see Hogan's little shop." Okay, let's go. So I showed it to her. She It's a really tiny shop, and it's got all NWO and Hogan. He's got statues of himself and Jimmy Hart. Hey, it's a fun touristy place. Hell, if you guys want to buy a championship belt, you can get one from Hogan's Beach Shop for the low price of $2,000. Yeah, Hulk's autographed it, so yeah, go get it. But then
I
when you walk out,
I saw one on eBay for $1,000.
yeah, well, it's eBay. Try to get the quick sell on that one. The ones in the shop, because Clearwater real estate ain't cheap. So keeping that shop is not cheap. But
I'm sure
it's doing well enough to where if you walk out of Hogan's Beach Shop, turn right, just a few doors down is Hogan's Hideout, and that's Hulk's bar that he owns. And if you go a few more doors down, the build-out is happening on Hogan's Hoagies. So, yeah, Hogan's taking over Clearwater.
What you gonna do, brother?
I'm going to call Ric Flair, go right across the street from Hogan's Beach Shop and be like, Flair's joint.
That's right, man.
And it'll be a marijuana dispensary, Flair's joint.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. Oh, goodness gracious.
It's funny. Everybody's just kind of keeping a tight lip today. Usually the chat room's filling up, but I'm okay with that. It's chance for us to catch up, sweetie.
That's right. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Now, don't call anybody in town on me for being gay, okay?
Man,
that doesn't look right. What am I doing wrong here?
I don't know.
I'm supposed to be doing this.
Yeah, that's right.
Chris
Got to go down out of
it.
camera range when you're doing it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you got to go down like that. Yeah. There you go. That's it.
Please stop.
Oh, my goodness.
Always spit.
Hey, you didn't happen to see Hell in a Cell, did you?
Oh, with Cody? No,
yeah.
No, I didn't. I saw the aftermath photos of his. God damn. Because I've torn my bicep, I've torn ligaments in both knees, and had surgeries on those. And never would I have torn my bicep. Well, actually, I did blow my knee and still do a whole match on a blowed knee, but that was just once. To go in there with a ripped out pec and the kind of damage that he had, oh man! Do you know how he got that? What happened?
Well, I don't know. They said, apparently they said he was working out when he did it, but he had some kind of injury before. Because I think Seth Rollins somehow attacked him like the week before, and put him into the steps or whatever it was, jacked him up pretty good, and then. So he was already injured, and then he was working out, and that's when he tore the pec. So, it was pretty nasty, man. It was. I thought for sure when I first saw it, I'm like, oh man, that's makeup and stuff. But no, that shit was all purple and everything, man. The whole inside of his arm and his pec and everything. It was pretty nasty.
Who do you work that night?
He worked Seth Rollins Sunday night in Hell in a Cell in the cage. They put on a hell of a match, though, man. They were using all kind. The Seth Rollins came out in the polka dots from when Dusty Rhodes did it, so he was making fun of Dusty. He came out with the tank top and the pants, and his kick pads look like cowboy boots. So he did that, and then they ended up during the match. Cody pulled out the bull rope. And so he made Seth put on the bull rope. They used the bull rope gimmick a little bit. He knocked him out with the cowbell, and so yeah, there was a lot of that going on. A lot of props, and they used the tables, couple of tables, kendo stick.
Wow.
So yeah, so they were sledgehammer. I mean, they used a whole lot of shit, man. I mean, it was a pretty darn good match, but. I thought Hell in a Cell was every match in a cage, and they only had that one, which was the main event. So yeah, so I was a little disappointed.
It was just the one, yeah.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed with that because I was looking to see the Edge and his group against AJ and Finn Balor and Liv.
Finn Balor's back?
Yeah, he's back. Him and AJ Styles have been teaming up a little bit, and they got Liv Tyler with them, They're like a little threesome going on. They went up against Edge, Rhea Ripley, and oh man, what the hell's that Spanish dude from NXT? Anyway, the other guy. And so, Damian Priest, and
Oh yeah, I like him too.
So that was a good 6-man. That was probably one of my favorite matches. That was really good because my girlfriend loves wrestling, so she said we had to watch it. I don't usually watch any of the WWE stuff, but I do like AJ. I do like some of the guys. I do love Cody, and so we turned it on, and so yeah, overall it wasn't too bad of a pay-per-view.
Yeah, my honest opinion is Cody, I think, is one of the greatest wrestlers in the business today.
Well, he showed it Sunday night, man. It was a hell of a match. I mean, I was just surprised when he came back with the Cody Rhodes gimmick that he brought everything back with him from AEW. I was really shocked with that, but yeah, I'm happy he's done it. He's really proven himself to be a main event guy, and I wouldn't be.
He did years ago. Years ago, he proved himself a main event guy. He just wasn't getting the main events with Vince.
No, because they put the Stardust gimmick on him, and just I don't know. That was ridiculous.
You didn't think Stardust was over?
No.
Oh, dude, I thought Stardust was the shit.
No.
I did.
Goldust, but not Stardust.
Gimmick. I love crazy, gimmicky, stupid shit. Like, I'll find. I thought Damien Demento was cool. Terrible wrestler, but it was cool. And then he went crowbar, and I was like, okay, you're lame again. And Damien Demento was just visually appealing.
Yeah, it was. I'll give you that. Yeah, that was a good one. And unlike Bastion Booger.
His little seatbelts. Yeah. Bastion Booger. The gobbledygooker.
Yeah.
The Goon.
Oh yeah, I know, man. They took some good guys and turned them into trash, man. So
dude, they took fucking Smash and made him the Repo Man. What kind of stupid? Even if Axe.
Well, no, no, you're right. It was WWE.
Even if Axe, he was a blacktop bully in WCW.
Yeah.
But even if Axe can't go on anymore, we get it. The thing with you and Crush ain't working out. Well, you keep Smash singles. Just call him Smash from now. How long was Axe called Axis?
Yeah.
Because he kept the same everything. Now, I found myself actually offended when he came out as the Repo Man. And I figured out who he was as soon as he opened his mouth the first. Pay your state bills! No. That's Smash. No.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Well, Vince has a way of doing that, man. He comes up with some of the stupidest things and tries to put it over, and it's just, I don't know.
Well, like you just said, he takes great talent and destroys their career.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I was shocked when Cody came back, and I'm like, man, he's using the music, the whole gimmick. I mean, everything. Holy mackerel! How did he let that happen? But apparently he is, and it's working, and the fans are really loving it. So let's hope they put a strap on him this time, and for his dad, and I think that would be really fitting. So
fuck a strap. You don't need no straps to get over. And that's always kind of been my opinion in a lot of cases. Is they put belts on dudes to try to get them over because they got so much invested in them, and it's not working. Well, let's try to put a belt on them. And
right.
Like look at Jake. Jake never needed that belt.
No, a lot of guys never did, man, and they were over like Rover, man, and they never needed it.
But then you get guys like Macho Man, who they're like, okay, the IC popularity for that belt is just circling the drain. Put it on Randy so we can get it over again. So it's a mixed bag. It goes both ways. Like Casanova. Oh!
Well, I think for Cody, I think it would be a more of a tribute to his dad because his dad never won it. You know what I mean? And so, looking at it that way from a fan standpoint of view, I think it would be good for the fans. But you know.
And you gotta wonder why they never strapped up Dusty.
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe
They should have.
maybe he just could, but maybe he just couldn't get over as a heel. Because
I don't
Hogan
know.
was the man with the strap, and I know Hogan would have loved to work a feud with Dusty.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anybody that Dusty worked that they didn't have a good match. You know what I mean? He can make anybody look good.
Like Ric Flair said, once upon a time, I could wrestle a broom and make it look good. Now I need somebody with a pulse. And Dusty was in that category too. I can go out there. I can go out there with the mop, put the mop over, and make you buy it.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, some guys can do that, man. And Dusty was one of those guys. I mean, I love Dusty. He was my inspiration to get into the business, and you know, it was just thrilling to meet him in 2005 at a show, and to meet him and to talk to him and let him know that, you know, he was my inspiration. That's why I was here and everything. It was just doesn't get any better than that, man. My career could have been over at that time, and I would have been happy. You know?
Yeah, thank you very much, baby. The dream coming at you live, baby. Thank you very much, baby.
Yeah, he did mention, because I did ask him about him having heat with Hogan, and he did make the comment about that Hogan couldn't even carry his bags, but you know, I'm like, yeah, you're probably right.
The thing. Shut the fuck up, Dust. Don't, you know, every people who tell me, oh, Hogan can't work, he's only got 4 moves. Fuck you, man. YouTube his Japan matches. If you see Hogan on the mat, don't tell me Hogan can't work. Don't let Flair and Rhodes and all Hogan can't do. Fuck you. There's a reason Hogan is where he is.
Yeah, yeah. It's all media stuff, man. It's all just you know, it's about the persona with Hogan. It's not about his work ethic or what he can do and what he can't do. It's just about his persona and marketing. That's what's made Hogan who he was. I mean,
that's right.
I mean, you're right. Japan, he was amazing. If you look at some of those matches, like it ain't the same guy. It's night and day. You know what I mean? But
absolutely. Well, Hogan was trained in that Japanese strong style, so he felt right at home out there, I'm sure. But and then it wasn't just the singles matches. He worked great tag team match. What were they called when Hawk had himself a new partner out there wearing the LOD makeup? You remember that?
Oh, it was the Heidenreich.
No.
The one guy that they brought in?
This was in Japan, and it was a Japanese guy who was doing the face paint, the Hellraiser.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who the heck that guy was, man.
They were a great team, but
not Fujinami. Fujinami, was it? Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. I remember who you're talking about, though. I remember seeing that, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty dope right there.
It didn't matter. You put Hogan in the ring with anybody, and he was either going to hang just fine with him, or he's going to give him a clinic.
Yep.
It should be you, brother. You should be in there working Hogan. Go make it happen.
No, man. I've met him 3 times in my career, and all 3 times he was an asshole. So yeah, I don't want to go in there because I'd have to smack him silly.
You're gonna smack Hogan silly? I think that Hogan did his feuding with Andre. He could take a smack from you, brother. Not putting you down. I'm just saying. I don't think a smack would make him silly. I think he'd hulk up on you.
No, he could do that. And I'll just kick him right in the nads, brother. Shit, I ain't playing with him.
Well, Hogan did a lot of juice, so how big are his nads still, I wonder? It is kind of cool, though. I saw a Hogan interview not too long ago, and they said, they said to Hulk, would you say that Hulk Hogan is the biggest wrestler ever? He said, well, if you look at ticket sales and, you know, championship runs, you know, maybe the history books might suggest that. But if you ask Hulk Hogan who the greatest wrestler ever is, he's going to tell you it's Ric Flair.
Well, yeah, because if it wasn't for Vince McMahon and you know, marketing Hulk Hogan, and if it wasn't for him buying him from the AWA and the AWA folding because they were just ready to push him for the title and ready to put it on him. So I think if it wasn't for the AWA folding and Vince pulling him over there and marketing him like nobody's business, yeah, I don't know if we would have the same Hulk Hogan.
See, I think that's
Because
really I think that's really kind of you to say the AWA folded rather than Vince beat their punk asses out of business.
no, I don't think so. I think they screwed themselves over. They just didn't. Vern just wouldn't want to move with the times, man. He was just so wanted to stay in the past and just do things his way, and people around him wanted him to move ahead and get with the program and get into the marketing and all this stuff, and he just didn't have it, you know. And then he ended up losing. What was it? I saw a documentary on it, and he had rights or something for the land and everything where he owned, which he lost because the state, I guess, took it back. And he was using the money from that to finance the AWA. And once that was gone, once they took the land away, he had no leverage, no collateral to keep putting money into the AWA. And so he pretty much had to go belly up. And that was right around the time that they were pushing Hogan with Bockwinkel for the title, and they were ready to put it on him. And then all of a sudden, their money was running out. Vince saw what was going on, threw Hogan a big ass contract, pulled him over, and boom, that was it, man. He just WrestleMania. But
All right. Well,
so,
let me pose this to you like this then. Let's just say that Burger King has a hamburger for $1, and that's what made them Burger King. And let's say McDonald's came along and did a hamburger for 10 cents. Now, in my opinion, that would be McDonald's beating the brakes off of Burger King. Now, Vince McMahon would go into Vern Langdon's backyard and do shows on the same night for half the price. So, in my opinion, yeah, dude, Vince McMahon beat the shit out of Vern. That was. Did I say Vern Langdon?
Vern Gagne?
I was thinking of old Vern over in oh, he's gone now. He used to have slammers in L.A. I love Vern Langdon. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Vern Gagne.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so my whole argument just got shot to shit because I got his name wrong. So you win.
That's all right, man. No, I think it's a lot of things. You know, it's Vince had a vision. He was marketing. You know, it's all about marketing, and he kept going, moving forward where he wanted to be at. Vern wanted to stay back where he was, wouldn't want to move forward, and he kind of shot himself in the foot. And he was losing talent left and right because Vince was taking away all his good talent. And because all the big names started in AWA, the Road Warriors, Sergeant Slaughter, Jesse the Body, I mean, Bobby Heenan, I mean, all these guys. Yeah, Minnesota Records. I mean, so Vince was taking all his talents. I mean, he wasn't, it's not that he was beating them, it's just that he was stealing all his talent away. And with no money and no good talent, yeah, that's what's going to happen. You're going to fold up.
Vern understood the wrestling business, but Vince understood the wrestling business and had a degree in marketing and had a wife who had a degree in business management. It was, the cards were stacked up against the AWA the day that Vern bought it, or the day that Vince bought it from his dad.
Yep. You're right, because he just couldn't hang with it, man. He just couldn't hang, and it's sad because I think if he would have moved with the times, it would have been pretty good. He might not have lasted much longer, but I think he would have at least been able to. Well, he wasn't developing enough. That was the biggest problem. He didn't have the people to develop new big stars. Once Vince took his main stars, there was nobody to develop. There wasn't enough time or people there to do it. So unless you got the talent, just like with I think WCW's biggest mistake was firing Stone Cold Steve Austin. I swear, I'm telling you that I think that one thing is what helped WWE beat out WCW, because I think if they never had Stone Cold Steve Austin, I don't think WWE would. I think we'd be watching WCW right now.
No, in my opinion, is WCW was destined to fail, as soon as they gave Eric Bischoff an ATM card and a PIN number with no limit.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, plus you had people running it like Turner and Jim Hurd and those guys. They didn't, they didn't know what the hell anything to do with wrestling. They didn't know jack squat. So I mean, you got them running the show, and they, it was destined to fail. Plus of all the money that they were throwing out to all these wrestlers, all these contracts, all these millions of dollars and everything. I mean, eventually money's going to run out. So. So yeah, it would have been tough, but I think the Stone Cold character was a main thing for WWE because they needed that one guy. Hogan wasn't there, they had developed guys. They were just developing The Rock, and
right.
with the Stone Cold character, I think that's what kind of put him over the top because they needed that. The Vince and Stone Cold thing, I mean, that was on fire back then, and I think that was a big part of them coming back on Monday nights. And then they finally was able to develop The Rock where they needed to him, turned him into a heel. He went, crazy out there, and the fans just started getting into him finally after a little while. And so they were able to develop those couple of characters that had Triple H. So those are like the main three, and I think Stone Cold was the main one. And I think if they didn't have Stone Cold, I don't think WWE could have lasted. Because WCW had all their other talent. They had all the superstars. There was none over in WWE.
Yeah, but McMahon was happy to go. I'll make new guys. And yeah, Austin was a good talker, a decent worker, right place, right time. Because he was the ringmaster. They put him in that spot with every expectation that you are going to fail at this. There's no way this works. But let's give it a shot. But if Steve wasn't there, they would have picked somebody else there and developed.
Yeah, but who else? Who do you think would have been big enough to? I mean, all they had was The Rock and Triple H. I mean, those are the only two major stars that they had.
What if Steve wasn't made Stone Cold? What if he was still the ringmaster? Today, you wouldn't be looking back going, the ringmaster was underused. No, you would have forgotten about him for the rest of your life by now.
Well, no, because originally he told a Stone Cold idea to Eric Bischoff, and Bischoff laughed at it and thought it was a joke. And then right after that is when they fired him. He went over to ECW, did his big spiel on an open mic on ECW and just ripped WCW an ass from top to bottom.
Yes.
And then Vince all of a sudden is like, hey, come on over here. Let's talk about something. And they did the Ringmaster. And then apparently they got into the Stone Cold Steve Austin gimmick. And I guess Vince liked it. And the rest is history. But I'm telling you, I don't think.
The point is he was developed to be that guy. And we all know that Vince has got 10 million winning huge ideas in the back of his brain that he doesn't use, like the Undertaker. The Undertaker was on Vince's brain basket for 8 years before he ran into Mark Calloway and went, oh shit, this is my Undertaker.
Right.
So he probably had this we'll get this white collar beer drinking crazy son of a bitch to do what every blue collar crazy son of a bitch wants to do. That's hit their boss in the face.
Right.
So he picked Austin to do that. But what if he picked Edge to do that? What if he made Edge that burly drinking guy? What if it was Christian?
Yeah, but it's about the wrestler taking over that persona and that gimmick and making it their own. And I think that's what Stone Cold did. He had that mentality. You can see some of the way that he did his interviews and things in WCW that he kind of talked a little bit like Stone Cold Steve Austin with the attitude and everything else and the head rolling and everything else. So I think it was already instilled in him for that character. And I don't think anybody else in the business, could have pulled off that Stone Cold character like he did. I really don't.
I think I might have to agree with you on that one. Damn it. I wanted to argue, but I don't think I have a good argument for that. But what I am going to say, since we're still on the topic of wrestling on our wrestling podcast, is fuck you, Paul Roma, you goddamn coward. I've been calling you out for almost 2 years. Man up and face me.
That's right, you yellow-tailed bitch.
That's directly from the mouth of babes, particularly attractive babes. This guy right here is a sexy babe. All right. Well, I know it's 10 minutes early, brother, but we're going to get ready to wrap it up here because I'm getting eaten by Florida mosquitoes. But I have got to hear what you're plugging.
All right. Well, I got two big things coming up I wanted to hit up. I got June 18th, Columbus, Mississippi. It's a interpromotional thing, ICW versus APCW. The bad boy himself going for the first time for the APCW heavyweight title. So wish me luck on that. Anybody in the Mississippi, Columbus, Mississippi area, June 18th, come out, support the bad boy. And then June 25th and 26th, Slidell, Louisiana. It's Showcase Comic Con. It's going to be a huge 2-day event. First time in Louisiana. So make sure you come out. I'm going to be out there both days, signing autographs, taking pictures, all that good stuff. So I'm excited to meet all the fans in Louisiana, Slidell, Louisiana. So big 2 events coming up. Come out, show support. I love all my fans. Find me on Facebook at Carnage Prez or just Google me at Bad Boy Carnage. Thank you, my friend.
That is right, sir. And you are not going to be a stranger to WrestleShoot. We love having you on. Damn, I was hoping Chris was going to come with more heat, talking shit to you. He's just too nice of a guy. I guess I'm asshole enough for the both of us, though. So.
Hey, maybe next time. He was driving, man. You know, he was trying to be occupied.
He was parked. He was Chris Casanova. You have no excuse to not have been an asshole. You just should have been an asshole. All this nice guy horse shit is pissing me off.
Yeah, man. We don't need that, man. Not on this show.
All right, guys. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out with us for another WrestleShoot. Mr. Carnage for the absent Chris Casanova, you prick. We're going to see you guys next week. We're going to have some more fun.